Hey you guys, it's your favorite Chad, the Nerd Chad, and I want to talk to you guys today about one of my favorite characters in all of the Halo universe, Thel Vadam, or also known as the Arbiter. Thel was born on the planet St. Helios on December 10th, 2485 to the noble house of Vadam. Thel served the Hierarchs of the Covenant with distinction and honor as the supreme commander of the Fleet of Particular Justice. His fleet would be the one to fight at the human colony of Reach and also at the Installation 04, that installation being the first Halo ring discovered by the Covenant and their mortal enemy, humanity. Vadam was responsible for the death of over 1 billion humans and the glassing of at least 7 human worlds and colonies. However, the Supreme Commander's fall from grace came sooner than expected when the Master Chief, or better known as the Demon, destroyed the Halo installation he was trusted with safeguarding. Thel was branded with the mark of shame and was to be executed, but the High Prophets had a different fate in mind for the Sangheili warrior. He was to become an arbiter and do the bidding of the prophets no matter how perilous or suicidal the mission was. Thel was the first arbiter to experience the beginning of what would later be known as the Great Schism, when the brute chieftain Tartarus shot him and caused him to fall down an emptyless void of a hole located in the Halo ring. The Arbiter was saved by an unlikely, let's call it a thing, known as the Great Mind. The Great Mind being a collective of the Flood's knowledge, and the Flood being a parasitic virus that ravages through the universe, collecting and altering organic life to suit their purpose, and that is to assimilate. The Arbiter was spared by the Grey Mind and was transported through a portal created by the parasitic monstrosity back to Delta Halo's control room. This is where Thel would witness the true extent of the Great Schism. He found that the Sangheili's counselors had been slain by the honorless brutes. The betrayal was ordered by the High Prophets to rid the Covenant of the Sangheili. Thel then led a separatist movement of Sangheili warriors to slaughter the brutes that remained on the Halo ring and to avenge his fallen brothers. He then teamed up with humanity, that being Sergeant Avery Johnson and Commander Miranda Keyes, to take down the leader of the brutes. Once the universe was rid of the brute chieftain, the Arbiter then returned to planet Earth accompanied by Sergeant Johnson and Keyes to end the Covenant threat once and for all. Once on Earth, the Arbiter and his human forces then located the Master Chief, and the Separatist movement made one final push to end the threat of the Covenant. The Battle of Void took place not long after the team-up. The Battle of Void being a battle that occurred when the Covenant forces on Earth opened up a Forerunner portal located underneath the city in Africa, that being Void. They then went through the portal to be teleported to the Lesser Ark, a place that can activate the Halo rings and eliminate all life known in the known galaxy. Thel and the Master Chief were able to stop the activation of the Halo rings when Thel himself slayed the final High Prophet with an energy sword to the abdomen. With the death of the Prophet of Truth, the head of the Covenant snake had been cut off. After that crazy event occurred, the Master Chief and Arbiter then attempted to escape the Ark. Thel was successful with escaping, but the Master Chief was not so lucky. His half of the ship was stuck in a different part of space. Thel returned to Earth and attended a memorial service for all those that had been perished in the Human Covenant War. The Arbiter, then accompanied by his comrade and fleet commander Thel Vadam, returned to their home planet St. Helios to form an alliance of Sangheili clans known as the Swords of St. Helios. The future was not as bright as you might think, however, because the Bloody Years, which was years of war between Sangheili clans, had begun not long after their departure to St. Helios, thus ending the known life of the Arbiter. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Nerd Chad signing off.